Alright, Tony the Tiger's back. This is the third episode of the Beginner's Guide to King of Fighters All-Star. Now, one thing that we kind of bypassed in the login today, that the third day of the check-in log for beginners gives you 100 elite experience capsules. This is tremendously helpful in getting your characters up to snuff. But first, who are these characters? I already paid my visit to the secret shop, so let's head to our summons. I'm gonna snag a free summon ticket. Oh, okay. Acted like it was gonna crash on me right off the bat. And let's see who it gives us today. Yuri 94. You're cute, but not who we're looking for. Let's see what battle card we're gonna get today. An Origami set card. It's cute, but not particularly helpful. So not much luck in the logins today. But that's okay. You're gonna have some days like that, and it's perfectly fine. Mailbox bug. For some reason, collecting a ticket, an item ticket in the mailbox, jumps you right there. Let's look at our items here. 16 item summon tickets. These are generally helpful because they'll give you element souls, HP up capsules, skill up level cards, and power up material selection boxes. Those are really good ones to find because to begin with, you can use it to get some more elite experience capsules, although you can kind of just farm that out of the thing. In the early game, I recommend stocking up on your auto clear tickets. Once you're up to about 900 or so, then I switch focus over to rainbow hexagon cores. But for the early, we just want lots of skip tickets. Okay, we got some more selection boxes. Element souls are good to collect, because on top of the character souls, if they are the same color as your character, you can use them for level up purposes as well. And we don't need to use any of those right now. Let's head over to our fighters and see. Okay. Ina, we're leveling you up. 50. Yori, we're gonna finish you too. Alright. And who else is on we got gains. Is it baseball Yuri or yeah, we're still rocking baseball Yuri for right now. Till we get a better yellow draw. Alright. And we're gonna detour to the Fighter Evolution dungeons. So, I'm gonna start with the yellow element because Yuri is the only one that really needs, well, she needs super evolving. You can pick a support character, pop games back in the lead to shred through this. Now the easy one, this is just a practice level. It'll give you items to level up your 3-star characters, but we're not really gonna bother with doing that. In fact, the only motivation to do that is to defeat Giant Gas Tank, and you'll need a bunch of powerful battle cards before you even bother worrying about that. So, off we go. Now the Fighter Evolution dungeon is the first thing that's really gonna chomp your AP. Also off screen, I did the auto clears to get the AP bonus out of Tower of Trials, which gave me enough AP to auto battle the Triangle Dungeon about 45 times. So we're not gonna need to visit that for a little while. While later in the game, it's helpful to go and auto clear Tower of Trials for your AP bonus. Then, at the early part of the game, you kind of want to take advantage with all these very rapid account level ups. I'm gonna put you on auto select, and there we go. Now this, we're gonna auto complete a couple times to get enough items for Yuri to evolve. But the 5-star characters can only evolve with hard level or higher items. And largely they're the same. Waves are a tiny bit bigger, boss has a little more HP. And if you clear it in a fast enough time, I think, you can start using auto clears and auto battles here too. There you go. So as you can see, it drops about 2 or 3 of each item, and we need 8 of each item. So I'm gonna auto clear this. We'll say these other 4 times, and we should, on average, have enough of these items to finish evolving Yuri. And we can even pop into her real quick to see if that is the case. Evolve. There we go. So evolving does a couple things. It acts as a level up. It gives you another 10 extra levels to level up, and it increases your leader skill. Alright, we're gonna dunk some more you to bring you up. And there we go. Now we are ready for the hard. And hard is where we're going to do most of our milking, because this is what 5-star characters need to evolve. And 5-star characters generally just have better cores and abilities. We might do a little collection of the mediums, just to show how rapidly the silvers can grow compared to the golds and purples. But I'll probably end up using Tower of Trials extra AP for that off screen. Alright. Now if these bosses are giving you trouble, not that they should, you can break the statues in the back. The one on the left, one of them will give you invincibility and one of them will give you double damage for 10 seconds. So don't be afraid to try these out, even if you think you might be a little overpowered, because these are for growing low level characters. That is specifically what they are all about. Okay, expert here can be done 3 times a day and gives you an assortment of these items, but generally speaking, we don't need it. So I'm going to do 10 auto clears and hope it gives us an account level up. There you go. And then it renews your AP. Now it's easy to miss with this quick menu still active. So there, that's more items for the when you hide that, you see each element has its own items and has its own dungeon. And while they're the same in a way, they also have their own boss. Each one has a different boss. That said, we want to evolve games. In fact, since we have 2 green element 7 Deadly Sins characters,
Ready, go!
it is quite likely we're going to use a good chunk of these green items in particular. Now clearing these out when you're early on is kind of worth the work. It's worth the pause from your story progress. You're only getting a few rubies, but more importantly, you're gaining the ability to start powering up your characters.
Ready, go!
And best of all, once you've done it, you can use auto clears or auto battles to really stock up. There we go. I don't know why you think you need these items. You're gonna bust them out and then ignore them. Okay. And just like that, you can't touch us. Well, he can touch us, but... you get zeros and
You win!
immunes. Oh. And there's our first break. Okay. Alright, well at least it counted. Let's go. So here's where we hope that these account rank ups kinda work in our favor. Yeah, these dungeons are something you're not gonna see a lot of high-level players messing with. We had this event last year called the World Drop. It's kind of similar to what the dice game is doing right now, except you had to collect KoFAS letters. And the first time they did it, it was for boss character selections, like a purple border character of your choice out of the first 7. And but to do it, you had to beat. You could only find those letters on the hardest, the A and S letters on the hardest level of these evolution dungeons, which at 40 AP at a time just chewed the crap out of our AP items, just destroyed them. Like, I'd been stacking them since day 1 and they got down into single digits. Truly some scary crap. Okay, can we get an account? You gotta give us an account refill? No. That's okay. We don't need that many of these. Just enough for gains. Yeah. Maybe we do use our Tower of Trial bonus here. Oh, friendship points. Friendship points. You can get some of these items with friendship points too. Okay, so Tower of Trials is really a game. Bam, just like that you have 100 AP. You watch an ad, and just like that, bam, you have 200 AP.
Glory to my Amazons! Glory to my Amazons! I wield the power of the Pantheon!
Yeah, if you haven't been able to tell, shit. Okay, where were we? Alright, Tower of Trials, auto clear. So if you can't tell from the ads focused on this game, there's a whole lot of idle mobile RPG gacha games. The thing that really sets King of Fighters apart for me is the action beat 'em up and fighting game aspects of the game. All the other games just kind of feel like you're clicking around menus and waiting. Or KoF actually has a game to it. That's just numbers. It's just numbers calculating numbers for the sake of numbers. Still has like the variety of characters and the dialogue and the plot progression that those have. I guess they do have writing to them if you like writing, but this game has good writing, and you see how long I spend on it. Maybe it's just because I'm a gameplay mechanics kind of player. I'm just gonna chew the rest of these once, just to have them open.
Ready? Go!
Before we chew up all of our AP. He's not much trouble here, but when he starts showing up and reviving Hell Dungeon towards the late game, oh my god, is he annoying. Incredibly annoying. I'm just glad he's not in Time Attack. He'd be the most annoying thing since Ikuyo. Those of you who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. And if I don't, and if you don't, you'll learn. But then the advantage of having all these open is that anytime you just feel like getting an evolution for a character, you hop in hard, you auto clear 2 or 3 tickets, and you're good. Like, you don't have to do what the rest of us players did with World Drop and grind this thing incessantly for 3 weeks. Like my 2 main accounts will probably never touch these levels again. I haven't played it since then. It was at least 9 months worth of draws and events, and I still have almost 200 of every evolving item left after all of that.
You win!
Now, the expert levels, on top of giving you the 5-star items, will give you additional 3 and 4-star items. But if you're not really putting out new 3 and 4-star characters, then what's the point of that? Like, they really give you no value that you don't get for less AP on hard. Unless eventually they start reversing the trend on evolving characters and start making like higher than purple characters that have to evolve like 4 and 3-star characters. But I don't see that happening for like another year, maybe 2 years. Obligatory jig physics. Okay, check it out. It's split jutsu.
You win!
Definitely one of the cooler boss designs, in my opinion. Not for that reason, of course, but... sometimes I wonder if some of them will show up as playable characters someday, but... the only one I'd really be pulling for, though, is 3s.
Ready? Go!
Hello again, Kunimitsu. Don't you know Tekken left like a year and a half ago? Why would you do that? Kings, come on, why? Neat trick.
You win!
Oh my god, I can't believe it auto-targeted the... Okay, yeah, that's what we were looking for. Count rank up. Which will give us enough to chew through these others. Well, maybe. We might have to leave one color behind.
Ready? Go!
No, I suppose we could use our fighter selector pick a 5-star yellow, but I don't know if any of the 5-star yellows that I like to use are in it. Oh, Brian 98 is in it. He's a little underrated. Not the most graceful of characters. 2 of his moves have super armor, so he can tank like a tank. Because that's what he do. Let's see, what other yellow characters are there?
You win.
The other thing I can do is take another 98 or Iori so that he has souls and a memory to evolve, which is what I usually try to do with it. Okay, so blue, we only have red to go now, don't we? And red, well, against does half damage, but he's still just gonna tear it up, because that's what he do.
Ready, go!
Alright. And enjoy what might be what's probably the last you will ever see of the Fighter Evolution Dungeon. Oh my god. Autopilot. You gotta learn to like read some health meters here. Not that it matters much. Okay. The first thing that crashed the game on launch was that some of these evolution dungeon bosses would not load. It could not find the characters, so you get to the boss and it just looks for them and then crashes because it can't find them and doesn't know what else to do. It was terrible. Part of what hung me up in the early game was just the inability to complete these because of that, but we've come a long way from that. And that's kind of the thing with software, it doesn't always work the way you expect it to. Alright, dude, Gami. Who knew that my Shiranui had a big sister, huh? And as you can see, games, apart from his terrible aim, has the ability to basically juggle the opponent in the air forever if you can hold the rhythm with it. Like, that's the reason he's really busted. Like, he got hyper armor on a move, so he's damage immune and you can't flinch him. He's got a homing projectile that's instant. He's got a grab that still does a projectile and chip if the grab misses. And he can just loop enemies in the air forever. Like he was a game-breaking character from day one. And at one point was the only game-breaking character.
Ready, go!
And extremely rare to get. Like he was the jackpot character from day one. Now, you'll rarely see an account without him. He's so critical. I mean, a lot of people talk about Rugal being super cheap and stuff, but for me, Gaines was the boss that first defined SNK boss syndrome to me.
You win!
Alright. And that will wrap up our tour of Fighter Evolution Dungeon. See how much AP we have? Not a whole heck of a lot, but we got a mission to evolve our characters, so oh, you have to forge this or find them. Okay. You could also get mystery boxes to pull them from as you do more summons. So, we definitely have enough of these to craft 2 of them. No, we don't. Alright. Okay, so maybe we will evolve a single 3-star fighter. Just to make that goal go away. And it's back to story mode. Alright, slight pause in case I get an early crash here. Defeat with the purple element. So we're gonna swap you in. And sure enough. Alright, welcome back. Now. Oh, no? Oh. Struggling a little today, aren't we? A little sneak. She creeping. Why is she creeping on me?
Ready, go!
What the heck? Oh. Connection. Alright, this is not a recording issues, this is performance issues. Just for the FYI, this is still struggling. I mean, it's a really ambitious game for a mobile platform. Like, Android is typically developed with Python, which gives you nothing to manage the memory of the phone. So it almost makes me think that they write every game mode in its own engine and then like terminate the engine every time. and still it stays locked in memory even though it's supposed to let go of the memory. And now iPhones are experiencing this thing where if there's not enough system memory, it'll automatically dump cache files. So players on older iPhones now have to re-download the data for the game every time they log in, and that's just unacceptable. That's like PlayStation loading times. Like, for the most part, like, I like PlayStation, like with the controller design, the game selection, but their ability to make you tolerate these intolerable loading times is the worst. Loading screens actually kept me on my Super Nintendo 5 years after the PlayStation 1 release, just because, no. That's kind of what the Nintendo standard at the time had worked so hard to remove. What is up with this? I have not had to do this before. So yeah, we'll probably just tackle a couple more pieces of story mode here. Now I might actually play out my soul quests today, just for the fun of who might pop up. Damn, they're too much for us. It almost makes me want to make like a pixel version of this or something. I don't know how I'd get a pixel version to handle like the All-Star redesigns though. I've seen them in Halloween costumes and swimsuits and stuff. It was one of the really cool parts of the game for me. It looks like those might be going by the wayside for a little while. It looks like we're doing a collaboration, a BS or SS, a story mode update, and then it just kind of cycles, which, you know, it's a respectable cycle for the limits of the staff. But hopefully we'll see some more All-Star redesigns at some point. Who knows, maybe Signature Series might do all the protagonists too. Alright. Alright. Red. Athenas are red. Let's go. Well, that sounds kinda gay. No. Real emotional difficulties are not things to make fun of. But fictional ones, maybe. I don't know.
Ready, go!
How does your wrist not hurt holding it like that? Scene 99 has a great leader skill. Her skills are kinda gimmicky though. Not that they're bad. No, Athena 2000 is the one with the gimmicky skills.
Fight!
Dusted.
You win!
Alright. Oh, hey, finally, my boys.
Ready, go! Fight!
Another thing that kind of crosses my mind, though, that as power creep becomes more of a thing, and more of the game turns away from gold characters and towards the purple characters, is it because the pull rates are lower, you have all these you have like a very different experience with these newer collabs and newer character draws than you did back when we first started. Like, we had a reasonable, like, 10% chance of hitting an all-star character when a new event or a new theme popped up. But now, you got this 2 to 3% chance of landing purple borders, which is kind of necessary for the power balance they bring, but at the same time gives you a very low exposure rate to these thematic characters, which for long-term players makes sense, but newcomers might find that a little prohibitive. Now, I'm not saying they should fly right out the gate with 3 FES selectors, but you know what? We can get that tag. I didn't even. I completely spaced on the tag goals. But at least like the ability to earn it kind of the way we did. I mean, there is a way to get an FES selector, and that's just to idle the game for 2 weeks and log in after 15 days of not playing, but all that encourages is for players to not play the game. It was one of the tricks I was going to show with a flip account on another account I made for this, but now that we're having the BS event, I'm like, even that account needs to be collecting those rubies and prepping to pull BS characters. That is one thing, like, the game has done a good job of incentivizing you to stay active on your account, rather than flip-flopping between the 2 accounts, which is the approach I used to take. And every time I've tried to rest an account this year for more than like 3 days, something comes up and it's like, nope, gotta check it in, gotta get it going. Oh hey, it's rerun level anyway, let's play it a 3rd time. can tell the spirit of my Shiranui's in the building today.
Ready?
Played 3 of the Indy Bogard level. Thankfully all the levels are kind of short like this. You know, the short level length in King of Fighters All-Star reminds me of Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage, which actually, for a beat-em-up format, I think works better than having a big, like 9 levels that stretch forever. Not that there's anything wrong with Ninja Turtles games, like Turtles in Time is lit. And Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Oh. Maybe that sort of thing kind of warmed me up for this. Oh hey. It's time to break some crap.
Ready?
Oh, gotta move my cursor. Get my cursor ready. You know what? I might have lied about not leveling up any bronze characters. I think I might actually level up Robert for gold digging purposes. Maybe I'll check my characters real quick and see. Alright, there's also the second rounder in. The Rock fought back, but he just didn't have what it takes. And hey, we're out of AP anyway, so. Oh, no. Don't have the AP for that. Let's go to our fighters here. Let's see, where is our gold digging Roberts? Do we have any Roberts? We don't have any Roberts. Not even 94. Well, I guess we're going to be on the lookout for them in the near future. Oh, I did forget one other thing today. Time Otaku. I actually had a crash while I was recording. But the thing with Time Attack is you can kind of play around with team builds. And here you see we have an Athena leader that augments the purple characters with an attack up and a power charge up, and 2 other purple strong characters to go with it. You can also sub in Baseball Vanessa, who is a tank. That said, we're all set up, and it is time to bust it. I'm probably going to run one each on autopilot with Ban, and with Bon, and with Eileen.
Ready?
Here I'm going to lead in with a Phoenix Arrow to tag and get this ball rolling. What we see here in this upcoming boss is a preview of the Battle Card Evolution Dungeon. Oh, we got another wave first. Dang, I might have to retire Yori 90. Yeah, about 30 seconds is good. About what we expect to get up to Rakshasa. And under 10 seconds for the knockout is what we're going. So for the Rugal and the Mecha Games dungeons, we're trying... I typically land somewhere between 115 and 145. Times towards the beginning of this are ideal. Times towards the end, I'll settle for. Times that extend past that, unacceptable. Alright, let's see how long it's gonna take to get Trash Head down. Usually about 20 seconds will do it. You can knock him in 15 if you can keep him from entering his growth state or his regen chamber. The regen chamber is the time killer on this one. Not because it takes a long time to break, but because it takes a long time for him to do the animation of making it up. You also want to lure him from making that tornado way away from him. Because if you're right up next to him, you'll put it right next to him and it's very high damage, hazardous, and stalls the crap out of him. That's the real key to whipping him in a good time. So now, 137. 137 is a respectable run. But let's see how Eileen does. Had a good run with her, and then it hosed at the very end. Yeah, I am totally game for new ways to record this, that's for sure. Oh, no. No.
Ready?
Okay. See, part of the problem with stuttering during a time attack that the timer continues to go at full speed even though the game doesn't. Am I seriously gonna have to reboot my whole computer? I already rebooted me, though. Yeah, no, this is already an unacceptable time attack. Okay. First off, I needed to change that anyways. We'll do a little polling.
Ready? Go!
Not a chance! You cannot escape! Take this! Lightning! The power of lightning will end my enemy!
40 seconds is a bad clear. 40 seconds is a bad clear.
You cannot escape. Force of lightning. The power of lightning will end my enemy. Force of lightning. You cannot escape.
Hopefully, I'm gonna click this. And that's almost a disqualifier right there. Strike 2.
The power of lightning will end my enemy. Take the force of lightning. You
Get
cannot
out of there. And this is a disqualifier. Oh, what?
This is the end.
What?
Stage clear.
I've never seen it happen while he was in the scene to make the generator. You know what? That's kind of okay considering the stuttering and all. Yeah, you see, people are whipping it inside of 1 minute. See if we can get that 117. It's where it's at. 5 seconds away. These two can do it. I'm gonna do an active playthrough. And I'm gonna switch between them both. Like,
Ready, go!
You cannot escape.
what?
Great! 이런 애들. Get it! Stand up!
Well, it's still about 40 seconds, even on a good clear.
You cannot escape. Take this force of lightning.
Fight!
Oh man, I was trying to use the other super and she framed me. No! Oh my god.
This is the end.
No, no. It looks like about the time they're gonna get, no matter what. Oh well. It's worth a chew. Alrighty. That will be all for today. Thank you for joining us again, and we'll see you next time as we continue chewing through 95's story and probably some more power-up dungeons. Later.